right? This is also another key level, right? Because there were limit orders resting here. So when you know where the limit orders are, not only do you know where to enter, you know where to exit. So this trade was basically from 2 to 3 to 4. And so if you're inconsistent as a trader, it just means that your levels are off or you're not executing the right way. So this was the scalp, right? Or this was the trade. About 13 minutes into the trade, just under a 2-hour risk reward. But before we kind of talk about the exit, let's actually talk about the execution, right? So there was only one reason I was confident to execute or stay in this trade. It was because of two specific candles, this one and this one, right? So we want to break down exactly what was going on over here. And this is how we do it, right? This is a summary of the trade. So we had a 15-minute range break, we had rejection of key level, break and retest, we went all the way long to the next level. So the easiest way to trade is to define your levels, wait for market to hit those levels, and then read the order flow. And so the order flow looks something like this. So we want to break down these two wicks specifically, starting with this one, right? So let's just understand how a footprint chart works. This is how a footprint chart works, everyone. So what does this mean over here? This is 248 for 92, right? So this wick, or this long wick over here, is this wick here, right? Look at that. This is a zoomed in version. So for those who are wondering, I execute directly on the ATAS platform, the order flow platform that I use. And the way this wick formed was, yes, we had a break to the upside. So that's this candle here and this candle here. This is my execution candle, but this was the confirmation. So we have the key level, we have the 15-minute high over here, or just about the 15-minute high range break where I executed. But the most important thing is confirmation via the order flow at the key levels, right? I'm going to say that again. Execution, confirmation happens inside the key levels through the order flow. So in other words, this is your execution right here. This is your confirmation. This is your confirmation. So what did this wick actually have? Well, this wick had lots of aggressive sellers and we had a break higher. So when you have lots of aggressive sellers and a break higher, what this means is that buyers absorbed sellers. That's it. That's all that happened here and also here. And we see the same thing here as well, right here, same thing. So this candle here, so here and here, this confirmed inside of the key level, right, that sellers were being absorbed, which means that buyers were in control. Buyers won the auction, right? Buyers were really in control of the market here. And so if we just play this out, right, we eventually go on to hit the target and we break above. So this was the trade recap, right? This was the entire trade. So that's basically in a nutshell how I trade. It's about 847 on the day, risking about 500, so just under 1.8 or 1.7 hour risk reward. 1.7 hour. So this is the execution that you're using, and these are the sort of the levels. This is sort of how you want to read the levels. And so if you're looking to trade order flow, right, if you're looking to add order flow, right, because I get questions about this as well. If you're looking to add order flow, you want to get good at identifying your levels before you move to the footprint charts.